Peace and good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here today. That's such great news, Elaine. I'm so glad to hear that. Welcome everybody. Hi, Jim. Hi, Janet. Hi, Freetness. I said hi to everybody. I think already so many things are being linked to the microbiome, and we're having an online chat here about that. But I want to talk to you today about Ludwig Wittgenstein. Okay, so Ludwig Wittgenstein. Eternity belongs to those who live in the present. Ludwig Wittgenstein. Ludwig Joseph Johann Wittgenstein. I first came across him when I was at Yale, when a friend of mine was studying this man. He's was an Austrian British philosopher who worked primarily in logic, the philosophy of mathematics, the philosophy of mind, and the philosophy of language. He was a man of faith, and he is considered by some to be the greatest philosopher of the 20th century. He wrote, "Is what I'm doing, my work in philosophy, really worth the effort? Yes," he wrote, "but only if a light shines on it from above." He was a philosopher and a mystic. Now, across mysticism, down through the centuries, across history, all the way around the world, we see the importance of living in the now. There are only 2 days in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday, and the other is called tomorrow. So today is the right day to love, believe, do, and mostly live, wrote the Dalai Lama. If you want to conquer the anxiety of life, live in the moment, live in the breath, Amit Ray. The great science to live happily is to live in the present, Pythagoras. And he's from a long, long time ago. The art of life is to live in the present moment, Emmett Fox. Live in the present, launch yourself on every wave, find eternity in each moment, Henry David Thoreau. All of these people throughout history, and so many more, have found that living in the now is where eternity begins. It's what eternity is while we're here. The past, it's gone. The future, not here yet. All we have is the present time. And if you are interested in connecting to the divine, now is all we have. And that's what meditation helps us do. Centering prayer, as we all know, stops the mind from thinking and allows us to enter into the moment of the present time, into the now. And the now is where the divine lives. It's what we experience of eternity while we're alive. My point this morning is that so many people throughout history, all over the world, say the same thing, no matter their religious background, no matter their culture, no matter their mysticism. It's always about the now. And this is what we practice here. We practice being where we are in the now. That's my little bit this morning. I'm going to take a look over at the chat. Um, Not much to say over there. I mean, wonderful things. People are saying hi and how beautiful life is, etc. But I'm going to grab my mask. I'm going to set my timer. For those of you who may be joining us for the first time today, we begin with 3 ohms, vibrating our heart and our throat, and then our third eye, kind of running up the scale of your throat. Okay. And then after that, that brings us into the present now, because when you're actually vibrating your heart and your throat and your third eye and you have this vocalization, it kind of brings you right to where you are, especially if you're feeling it. And maybe you haven't done this before, but if you touch your throat, you can actually feel the vibration of your speech. And that's what we're looking to do with the ohms. And then we drop into our centering prayer practice. We breathe our breath, we focus our minds, and when our mind wanders, we come back to the prayer, we come back to the chant, come back to our breath. And for those of you who've been practicing with me for a while, we've breathed up our spines and down our fronts. We've breathed down our spines and up our fronts. We've breathed down in the middle, right through the center of our of our hearts. And we've been practicing creating little chi balls as we rest our hands down below. And today I'm going to ask you to choose your best practice and focus with all your mind on exactly your chant. And as always, when your mind wanders, come back to your chant. And later in your practice, if you have a moment to, you suddenly your mind begins to wander, pull your prayer right into your heart. Bring the whole thing right into here, like, and pray all of it right in here. See what happens. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set my timer. And then let me know what happens. And thanks for liking and subscribing and all that stuff that YouTube always tells us to do, because it makes us makes the channel stronger. All right, my friends, I'm going to grab my mask. Thanks for joining me this morning. Oh, such a good community we have going over there. Hey, Cad Chambers. Good morning. Nice to meet you. Such a good community we have over there. Hey, Betty. Lynn, good morning. It is amazing, Elaine. Antony, good morning, all. Hey, Freetness. All right, I'm just going to begin my meditation here with you guys. I'm going to set the timer, drop the mask on. Thanks for being here, and here we go. Of course, the more we practice together, the gradients, the greater the depth that we each reach, because there's the multiplication factor that happens every time we practice together. You wouldn't be here if you didn't already understand that, or at least the people who've been coming all the way along. Those of you who are joining us, that's what happens here. Within, among, and between. Aim for the within, and you get the among and between. All right, my friends, here we go. Setting the timer. There we go. Relax. Remember to relax all the muscles that you can find in your calves and in your thighs and in your back, in your face. Relax. Centering prayer. Thanks for joining me here this morning. You may slowly open your eyes if you wish and adjust the light. Maybe see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on our Zoom link, where we talk more about Kriya Yoga and practice that for about an hour every Tuesday morning. You can find the link at peterpanagore.love, where you can sign up for my email, and you'll get the subscription and the link every Tuesday morning. Peace and love, everybody. May your day be filled with blessings and light. Namaste. Peace to you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking and subscribing.